Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, mercy, blessings, guidance and forgiveness of one true God be upon each and every one of you. Signs of the hypocrite or the munafiq. What are some of the signs of the hypocrisy? Munafiq or hypocrisy is totally condemned in Islam. It is impermissible in Islam. And what is hypocrisy? Hypocrisy basically is a dissent of word and your action. Hypocrisy is a tazad, is a disagreement between heart and the tongue. Means that you're saying something and your heart has something else. In your heart, you probably hate that individual. You probably want to damage him or damage her, hurt him or hurt her. But on your tongue, only praises, only buttering. And that's actually the one of the definition of the hypocrisy. Means that there is a tazad, there is a difference between your intention and between your action. There is a difference. There is a big contradiction between your heart and your tongue. Your words and your heart are not on the same level, are not on the same page. That is called hypocrisy. So Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned that arba'un man kunna fihi kana munafiqan khalisa. That 4 are the qualities which, when found in a person, make him a sheer hypocrite, make him a complete hypocrite. The person who possesses these 4 qualities, he or she is considered as a hypocrite. Or even one of them. This is what Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. وَمَنْ كَانَتْ فِيهِ خَصْلَةٌ مِّنْهُنَّ كَانَتْ فِيهِ خَصْلَةٌ مِّنَ النِّفَاقِ حَتَّى يَدَعَهَا. And the one who possesses one of them. For example, a person does not possess all 4, all 3, but he possesses one of them. So one characteristic of the hypocrisy, because of that one characteristic of the hypocrisy, he will be considered as a hypocrite until he or she abandons it. We ask Allah not to make us among the hypocrites. So try to understand these 4 characteristics of the hypocrites. Number 1, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Idha u'tumina khana," and try to give yourself this check, this reality check to yourself. Ask to yourself that whether you have one of these or whether you don't have it. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to make us among those who have one of these qualities. And so the first one, idha u'tumina khana, that when he is entrusted with something, he betrays the trust. When he or she is entrusted with something, he or she betrays the trust. This is the first quality or the first characteristic. Means that he makes the promises and then does not fulfill it. Is a one thing that he was not able to fulfill it. That's something else. But there is some cases, some situations where we know that I can't fulfill this promise. I know I can't return what I have taken from this individual, whatever he has given me in my possession. I can't return him or whatever it is. But still we make those false promises so that we can get the benefit, so that we can get some kind of benefit. So that thing I'm talking about. So iza utumina khana, that whenever he is entrusted with something, he betrays the trust. And waida haddasa kazaba, and whenever he speaks, whenever he or she speaks, he lies. Only lies, even in the business, even making the transaction, just selling his product, just convincing somebody about his status or about his character, only lies. There is no any truth in it. And وَإِذَا عَاهَدَ غَدَرَ, and when he promises, he acts treacherously. He acts treacherously. And وَإِذَا خَاصَمَ فَجَرَ, and when he argues, he behaves in a very imprudent way. He behaves in a very, disrespectful way. He utters the foul language. That is one of the quality of, or the characteristic of the hypocrite as well. Sometimes people, when they run up, when they run out of their proofs or whatever, they're having a debate with the opposite party or with the opposite person, when they run out of their words, when they run out of their speech, so what they start to do? They start to get aggressive. They start to curse the individual. They start to say all kind of things about their family. They start to say this and that because they don't have any proofs now. They don't have any more words to defend themselves. You understanding? So one of the quality of the hypocrite person is this, that when he or she argues, they don't argue on an intellectual basis. They don't argue within the boundaries of manners, within the boundaries of etiquette, within the boundaries of Islam, within the boundaries of respect. They just argue because they want to please themselves. They want to please their nafs. They want to please their soul. They want to make sure that they always win. They always win this debate. They always win this discussion. And for that, they will go to any height or to any position. They don't care if it is through the right channel or through the wrong channel. They just want to win that discussion. And even if they have to curse the other person, curse the other party, they don't care. It doesn't bother them. Good. So these are the four qualities of the munafiq. Number one, that when he is entrusted with something, he betrays the trust. For example, if somebody gave $5 or $5,000 to you, and you say, okay, no, you didn't give me that, I don't know about that, or something, there's a property issue or whatever it is, and you just deny it, that no, I don't have, and we had no any kind of agreement, we don't have any kind of discussion, so I don't know anything about it. So there's a quality of the munafiq. And the second thing, that when he speaks, he lies. When he speaks, sometimes people speak the lie in a way that it looks very true. It looks like it based upon the truth, and they know that everybody knows that this is a lie, but still they pretend themselves that they are on haqq, they are on the truth. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us from that kind of hypocrisy. And when they make the covenant, when they make the promises, they act treacherously. And when he or she quarrels, he utters foul language. Imam Bukhari and Imam Muslim transmitted this hadith of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ulama mentioned that there are two aspects of the hypocrisy. There are two, types of hypocrisy. One hypocrisy is related to your iman. One type of the hypocrisy is related to your iman, related to the faith or to their heart. Means that in their heart they don't believe in Islam, they don't believe in God, but in their tongue they believe in God, they believe in Islam. So when they meet or when they greet the Muslims, they say that we are with you. And when they greet and when they meet the opposite, they say that we are with you. So means that in their heart there is a nifaq, there is a hypocrisy, there is a corruption. But on the tongue they just keep the name of Allah to show the world that they are with you. They are on the right path, they are on the same page that you are. So this kind of action is something related to faith. And the second type of the hypocrisy is related to practice. That is, a man does have faith in his heart, but in practice he portrays the characteristics of the hypocrite. Means that he or she believes in Allah, he or she believes in Quran, but through their actions is only hypocrisy is being portrayed. They only showing the hypocrisy, and there is a big tazad, there is a big disagreement between their word and between their action, between their heart and between their intention. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us and to protect us. And Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam also mentioned in the next hadith, in the same chapter, where he said that the worst of lies is to pretend to have seen something which he has not seen. The worst of lies is to pretend, to have seen something which he has not seen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us from this as well, and from engaging ourselves in any kind of the falsehood. So Jazakallah for watching. Inshallah tomorrow you can join us once again for another session of readings from the Riyaadh Saaliheen.